Accies to take on Arbroath in the Championship. I'm confident of a 2-1 win. It looks like we're going with a 4-4-2, Zanata and Smith on the wings, so there is changes from last week. Mimno drops to the bench, and it's similar to what happened last time we played Arbroath. Up at Arbroath when Rankin took charge, when Stuart Taylor had COVID, we're matching their formation by 4-4-2. We played well, didn't manage to get the win, but we did play well, and bar the part against probably the best we played last season, so let's hope we get a similar performance, but this time we pick up our first 3 points of the season and beat Arbroath. Come on! Half time and it's Accies 0, Arbroath 0, and I would say Accies have been the stronger team in that first half, creating a few chances, but the problem is when we get the ball into the final third, we're not doing enough. We're limiting them to a lot of chances going forward as well, so a lot of their chances are coming outside of the box and all that as well, so I think we're probably the stronger team in the first half.
I mean, it's been a very good game, hasn't it? Probably slightly stronger team. We've not threatened at all, I would say. It's been a few attempts where we've on the counter and we've looked a wee bit like threatening, but we've not got out of the end ball. I think the right chap up top looks a bit injured, so I saw Oney warm up, he's played 90 minutes yesterday, so I'd probably prefer like Gandhi on him than one up top. We'll see what happens. Probably a slightly better team, but we know how that usually goes. We're really slightly better team than we come.
You know what Dick Campbell's going to be like as well at half time. It's nice, isn't it? The thing you know about Dick Campbell as well, at half time he's going to go through those players, they're going to come out all guns blazing in the second half, and that's going to cause us problems. So
big chance to win a game, they're poor, so we're ready to come out and show a bit of fight. I think we've got a chance, but they've got a chance as well. It's a bit, we'll see how it goes.
Definitely. So not only have Accies got a penalty, the Arbroath defender, the Arbroath captain has been sent off for handball on the line, basically stopping the ball going in, and it's Steve Lawson who will step up to take the penalty. Accies with a big chance to go 1-0 up here, and we've got the man advantage as well. Big chance. And I'll tell you what, all that comes from Ryan Oney's work down the left-hand side. He gets by 2 men, drives into the box, and it's his ball along. That means Andy Winter has the shot. So all that comes from Ryan Oney's great work down the left. It puts us 1-0 ahead. Come on! About 20 minutes to go here, and Accies just had a great chance to make it 2-0. It's been quite feisty since a few late tackles got in, but Accies have had two good chances to score and unfortunately missed them both. That one was I mean, Ryan always came on and made it, as I said, he set up the penalty basically, but he's doing so well. He's cutting inside, he's floating past guys, and it was there again, whereas Zanata's sent through, pass it across to Ryan Oney. He is under pressure and he just taps it by the post, so he's done really, really well. It looks like he's making another sub here, in Gandu, but Ryan Oney's done very well since coming on, and Accies quite firmly 1-0 up here, but everything can change very quickly. It's been backs to the wall for the last 15 minutes as Arbroath push try and get an equaliser, but we've held strong. They've not really been able to threaten as Ryan Fulton's not really been challenged. Just try to time waste in our own corner now as we approach the final minutes of the game.
Full time, it's Hamilton 1, Arbroath 0. The score didn't really do justice to the performance. I think we were excellent. Really dominant performance, really kept Arbroath quiet. Got a wee bit scrappy at the end, but there's some top performances in there today. Very, very happy. First one on the board, and let's push on for there.
full time and I'm walking away happy. It is 3 points for Accies and a 1-0 win over Arbroath. It did take a penalty, but at the end of the day, as I said on Twitter, we deserved the win in my opinion, even though the penalty is being questioned by Dick Campbell and such. But for the players' reaction, I can only go off them. They're shouting handball non-stop, so I can only assume it's a handball, but I like to see it again. But most importantly, it's 3 points, it is a win, and it means it pushes us up the table and gets that monkey off our back of when will the first win come. You'll see in a minute, we interview John Rankin how happy he is with the victory as well, and you saw the fans' reaction after the game too, clapping the players off. They put their bodies on the line, and as I said, ultimately deserved the 3 points today, so happy days. Cove next week, not sure if I will make that, hopefully I will, but Cove next week, going to be a massive game, and hopefully we can continue on, get a little bit of a run going and get another 3 points. Come on, Accies!
Listen, I'm delighted to get 3 points, that's first and foremost. When we scored, I'm a wee bit disappointed with how we played after that. I felt we could have killed the game. I felt we had a good 3 or 4 chances after that. But credit to the players, we've been there so many times this season. We've been 1-up going into the dying stages of the game and gave away a sloppy goal or a horrible goal to concede at times. And today, Big Eastie's block epitomises the spirit that he had today, threw his body in front of him, wanted to go and block it. I'm really pleased, delighted with the players, and it shows the character. Last week, really disappointed at this time. We questioned the character, and this week, I mean, they stand up to it and go and play. And I thought the first half, especially, our downfall last week was not getting bodies into the box and getting bodies forward. I thought the first half, especially, it was like the red arrow at the time, boys running into the box and trying to get the goal. So we've been working on that. So it's important that, albeit we never get a chance or a goal from it, but it's important to get bodies in the box because it causes problems. And I was really pleased with their energy today, as well as their organisation and the defensive. We actually, at half time, it was like the Stranraer game all over again, where we had chances at one end, but it just took one chance at the other end and you end up behind. So it's those experiences that they can relate to the players when they can look back at that and think how it developed in the second half. And I thought the second half, it was just the final wee bit in the first half, whether it be the pass, the shot, or the cross into the box, it wasn't quite clinical enough. And then, listen, Big Ryan came on. I thought he was great in the second half off the left hand side. He added a whole new dimension to us, and the big man can do that, but he needs to go and play with the freedom that the players allowed him in the second half. To be honest with you, I just thought Dario was putting it in the net, and all of a sudden it got blocked. So I didn't see it hit a hand. I just seen it hit a body, and all my view was it was going in the net. So either way, if it was a handball or not, listen, we got the penalty. And I think when you look back in the penalties that we've conceded, especially down at Ayr, and maybe against Morton, that we maybe deserved one. And these things tend to even themselves out throughout the season. And I've not seen the penalty, so I can't give my honest view on it, but at the time, the players' reaction told me it was.
Speaking of Dario Zanata, you must be pleased with his contribution coming in straight off and going back to the game.
Listen, I'm delighted with Dario's performance today. I know what Dario's all about. It was like 4 or 5 years ago we worked together at Hearts. He was a young kid, he's went away and developed and worked hard in his game. And for whatever reason, it's not worked out for him at Wraith Rovers. But I'm delighted to get him in the building. He adds a different dimension to us entirely. He wants to score goals, he wants to beat people, he wants to be ruthless in the final third. A wee bit unselfish from him today when he's through and he tries to square it for Ryan, but that just shows you the team player that he is. As I said, I'm delighted to get him in the building, and the players warmed to him today because they've seen how direct he can be at times. He's a winger, he'll have good days and bad days, but we can't be impatient with him. And I love the way Dario goes about his training business. He trains the way he plays and he trains with enjoyment, and he's got that personality, and we've seen that today.
And Jean-Pierre as well, obviously coming off injured at half time. What's the story with that, anything to worry about?
Right, so Jean-Pierre wanted to go back on at half time. He wanted to go back on the pitch, and I love that desire from him and character to say he wanted to get back on and play. But for the team, I didn't think it was the right decision. And we spoke about it down the stairs, myself, Darren and Chucky. And it was a decision to make, do we keep him on the pitch? And I thought Ryan could add a different dimension, and it was another stoppage in the game if we had to take Jean-Pierre off when we're trying to get flow in the game. So it was a decision at the time we felt was the right one to make, and I thought Ryan was, as I said, really made a difference in the second half and got us up the pitch with his quality. We're looking to, obviously, we'll be, hopefully, there'll be 2 or 3 coming in over the next 3 or 4 days, which will be important. We spoke all the time about how we want quality rather than quantity, and it will be that. And the unfortunate side of that is when people come in, people need to leave, so there will be some going out. But That's part and parcel of trying to make a successful team on the pitch.